is rooted in a possible future reality. And different areas of our life, like career, family, finances, friends, romantic relationships, they can be like unfinished canvases. And what anxiety likes to do, anxiety likes to grab hold of that brush and the palette, fill in the blanks, finish these paintings, and make them into some sort of Stephen King horror works if you allow it to do so. So, people understandably they crave this certainty and guarantees. If only I was guaranteed to meet my soulmate at the right time and have that area of life sorted out, taken care of. I wish I could guarantee that I'm going to get my dream job, guarantee that my health is going to be okay, my family's health as well, all these different things. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I think fortunately, life doesn't give these guarantees. What if uncertainty is not the enemy, it's actually your friend? So, I'm going to give you a thought experiment, which I hope will convince you that uncertainty isn't always such a bad thing. So, there's a book by the author Kurt Vonnegut, which is called Timequake. So, a little bit like an earthquake, when an earthquake happens, there's movement underneath the ground where you're standing. And this causes a quake, a vibration, some sort of shaking to happen right under your feet. So, a time quake is the idea that there's actually a break in the fabric of space time, and you get sent all the way back to your childhood. And you have to relive every single moment of your life up until the present, second by second. And it's completely scripted. It has to be exactly the same as it was the first time around. So you re experience every single word of every conversation, make the exact same decisions, feel the exact same emotions, and just experience life unfolding every single step of the way as it already did do until you get back to current reality. Almost like living with these rails that keep things fated and pre scripted. For me, this would be a really, really bleak, insanely boring, and suffocating way to live life. And ironically, this will be a life with total certainty. If you went to the absolute extreme, no uncertainty whatsoever, that is what life would feel like. And as soon as you got back to the present moment, I'm pretty sure excitement would come back. Because finally, you have this freedom. You can discover what's meant to be in life as it naturally unfolds. There's a great power and a great freedom and just a great feeling in being able to be a builder in your life. It's like you're a co-author of your life itself, alongside something bigger than you. Whether you call that life, the wider world, God, whatever your belief system is, you and something else co-collaborate to build your reality, and you get to also watch it unfold and enjoy the show. So there's so many possibilities, almost endless possibilities, and you generally don't know what's going to happen. This gives life for me meaning, excitement, purpose, this sense of real adventure. Like when you travel, you don't know what you're going to discover, a new experience. That's what makes it so much fun, that feeling of real adventure. And if there was complete certainty, you would lose total freedom and total sense of adventurousness. So it's still possible to have this future vision for what you want your reality to look like. You might have a vision for your career, health and fitness, social circle, relationships with family, partner, all these different things. And you can make progress towards this vision, but you don't know exactly what that's going to look like because you don't have total control. You have influence, you can shape things a certain way, but you're not the only person pulling the strings in your life. There's also life itself, reality, the system, so many other things going on. And that's part of the fun. So you can discover, a great day to day, week to week. I appreciate you sending that um, message, and what I think is that I agree that having some sort of routine and consistency in your life, it feels like this anchor and this stability because there's some kind of ritual. So of course we need to have something to ground us, something to anchor us, and a level of repetition. This keeps us feeling good, regulates us, and I think it's the level of uncertainty. There has to be some level of surprise. So you can for sure find a career that's meaningful, but you don't know exactly what that career is going to look like. You can for sure find a partner who fulfills your needs, makes you happy, and the relationship just works. There's a great chemistry, but you don't know exactly what that's going to look like or how that's going to feel. So there's a level of excitement, surprise, and something fun to discover. But there's also a fear which comes with that as well. But one good thing about this fear is that every human being on the planet, they all have this fear. Part of being human is that there's this vulnerability because you don't have complete control over your life. Everyone's got hopes, everyone's got aspirations, everyone's got fear, everyone's got potential. So, because of this, this is why people need friends, compassion, support, other people in their life. So, this uncertainty, this vulnerability is actually something that helps you to truly connect with people. It's like the fire in life that makes it exciting. And learning to live with a level of uncertainty and embrace it, but still having a vision that you're moving towards. When you get this balance right, at least for me, certainly life is a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable. And of course, as well, if you start to feed the anxiety and uncertainty runs away and paints these horror stories, that can be pretty scary. But if you have a good version of life that you're moving towards, you can see progress, you can see the benefits of action that you're taking. You have faith that life is going to keep moving towards something that you really want, but you don't have control over the exact timeline. You don't know exactly how it's going to unfold moment by moment. So that is the actual excitement. That is part of the adventure. So I think that it's really important to embrace this uncertainty. And when I was being coached by this guy in London, that really helped me out. He would always reframe fear as excitement. Uncertainty is actually excitement in disguise because there's hope there, but you generally don't know which way some things are going to go. No one can tell you for sure. There is an unpredictability. So, as well as overall, like you're steering the ship of your life, and you can keep steering it towards like the bit of land that you want to reach your goals. But the moment by moment journey, there is unpredictability. There can be challenges that pop up along the way. So it's just keeping on moving forwards, enjoying the journey unfold in the way that it's meant to as well. But yeah, if you haven't read that book, Timequake, it's quite an interesting one because um, it really can shift your perspective on uncertainty and certainty, and make you realize that certainty would be this trap, and it really would kill that freedom and joy and sense of adventure in your life if it was turned up to that maximum level. I also wrote an article on this subject earlier today on my website. Hopefully, there should be a link to my website in the description if you want to read more. Of course, feel free to ask me questions, post comments in the YouTube video, email me, all this different stuff. And later in the year, really excited to start doing these virtual events. Once I've managed to sort out some technology things, there's no certainty, but I'm hoping that I can be doing these virtual events, having these really interesting conversations going on, the kind of conversations that are really helpful for people, but you need the right space and the right people to actually do them. So I hope that this video can help you to lean into uncertainty and enjoy it just a little bit more. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And if you're looking for to come to events, read stuff that I'm writing, coaching, all that kind of stuff, feel free to check out my website. Until next time, take care.